Virtual Dejection has 2 wins, accumulation of 6 points. Singularity has 1 loss with 1 point. And the last game we casted was Singularity as well, the Singularity Narcolepsy game where they took a round. So it should be pretty good though.
So Singularity is missing their week 2 match.
Yeah, and Virtual Dejection 3-1 both their games. First one against Rays and the second one against Joan of Arc.
Oh, Singularity had a bye this week too, I think.
Oh, that makes sense.
So the maps today are Zombie and Biodome. Which is, I guess the weeks that you play maps don't really matter, but in the past seasons, they've tended to be like a classic map, which is Summit Tram Vale, plus like a non-classic map, which would be Zombie Biodome Descent.
I've learned to not mind Zombie. I used to dislike it a lot, but it's not too bad anymore. Just don't like Descent.
Zombie can be kind of tricky before you figure it out. You really can't let the Marines stay in oxygenation for any length of time. It's okay if they get in there, but you can't let them have the room.
Yeah, you can't let them set up.
And you commonly see skylights, phase gates, gravity gates, or bay gates. Those are like the 3 that Marines try to look for.
Sometimes security if they can't get bay as well.
Yeah, security's a pretty good gate. I actually prefer security over the bay gate. It's a little more route blocky.
Security can deny bay, but yeah. I guess you can kind of route from bay, but then you have to somehow have someone stand up by the security side.
Or in trash ejection.
Yeah.
I really don't like waste gates. It's just so far out there.
Yeah, it is. Like, unless you're going for like a pure just tech locking them. Usually when you see teams move into an oxy, like cut them off of the side, they'll rotate down. Like from pipe will take EC. If you can somehow cut off waste, you're kind of screwed.
And the horrors of building repairs RT.
Golden doesn't know how to play repairs like Gorgeous does.
It wasn't that. Like, okay, so everybody watching, we were screaming narcolepsy. And Sweetie Bot killed me when I was going to recap repairs. He killed me in shipping. He was hiding above this little light that I didn't know it blocks your model. So I walked through and I looked up and didn't see any skulks. And I kept going and he jumped on me. But I got him down to like 1 health. And so when I respawn, I come back and I go to repairs. And I'm like, okay, he has 1 health. He's not going to be sitting here trying to ambush me. And he was back here behind the RT, just in this corner, waiting for me to start building. And somehow he got the 2 bites.
Like free specking and looking at it.
In shipping?
Yeah.
It's directly above the doorway. There's that light there. It sticks out just a little bit, and it's enough to block the skulk model. So if you look straight up, you don't see the skulk.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Sweetie always finds the craziest spots.
Yeah, it does.
Then it also takes him 20 minutes to check a room because he checks all the spots he normally hides in.
Alright guys, here we go. I don't have any of those fancy intros that bleed your ears like schwa. But at least I can go full screen at the beginning of the round.
And we have a pipe spawn with Virtual Dejection, Singularity starting in Standard Docking Bay. Looks like we're going to see probably 2 of those guys break off and go through offload on Singularity side, which they are.
Yeah, this is a very Pipeworks sided split. They started going that way even before the Kane could have checked the hives. So I would imagine it's just like their standard split. And Iron's just going to hold shipping here to block the skulks from going to base.
Which is smart. 2 skulks still sitting in gravity.
Ari and Shades need to get into the open room to fight these skulks. You don't want to fight them in this little hallway here. Really, really good shots, but Narco should be able to clean this up. Ari reloads his pistol instead of his LMG, which is probably going to cost him his life. He reloads his pistol again.
Again? What is he doing?
There's 3 skulks there, Ari. Nice try though. That's gonna free all this capping to happen. So they're gonna get electrical core up. They might even get Bay up off of this. Sui and Benetchan are coming to try to fight Cookie. Got some fighting over here in electrical core. Pipo and Lucho versus Cowboy. Cowboy takes good position. Almost takes out both skulks.
And Bay does get cleaned up. They're probably going to lose repair off of this. Only Marine really on the field right now for pressure is Ari going right back to Oregon.
Aliens with the quick expansion across the top of the map. And we have a mines as the first tech for Marines. Iron Fist
gets pillared. Those pillars. Yeah.
Right here.
Hide behind those pillars. It's like an offload. We're seeing some action. Ari and Cowboy versus 3 skulks and virtual Dejection. They had really good positioning, just a little bit, some missed shots there.
Cookie with the doorway bait. Not quite enough to get Sui. Benetchan's coming in on the flank. Iron should have heard the skull. Ooh, never mind, takes him out. People and Shades fighting in skylights. People gets the kill. Ari coming in and try to clean up. But Lucho's here. Lucho gets taken out. Looks like they're going to skip gravity and go for a 2-2 pressure, which is probably a pretty good call. You're on 4 RTs, nothing's being fit at the moment. You don't really need to cap.
Ari and Cowboy getting crushed here in the skylights. Maybe. Yeah.
They do get taken out, but every single skulk is below half health. So they're not going to be able to respond to Oxy right away.
Should be able to take Oxy out.
First look is up, Lucho.
Take that back.
They should just back up all the way into waste. Pull all these skulks all the way up here, and these 2 guys on offload are free to hit Oregon. They don't kill anybody, but they damage both lurks and they black bar the skulk. Now Cowboy and Shade should be backing out to skylights to try to do the same type of thing. Pull all the aliens back as far to this side as they can, to the left side. And then the respawners can run up to waste. And you just bounce the aliens back and forth, back and forth.
That RT is not getting resisted. It's at 40, I think it's dead. So that'll be their first RT they killed.
No, that'll live.
It'll be close.
It'll live at like 10% health. Oh, it's gonna be close. Fighting here in Oxy. 2 lurks and a skulk. 2 Marines. Oh, it did die.
Rip.
Single Marine solar pressure up in waste. Oregon did die. Skulk
That's
going up
good,
base, but they have respawner and mines. So that's not really an important fight.
There's nothing in Oregon. Aliens really don't need to react to that right away. They should easily go and clear Oxy and save their waste RT instead.
Exactly. They've already lost everything they can lose in Oregon, so they should be focusing on this X-Marine and this Waste Marine. They do lose the Waste Harvester, and it's a 2-2 Harvester skill. Harvesters to Extractors.
Ari almost kills one of their lurks.
Lucho. And we'll have a two-man pressure here in Oregon, or in Oxy rather.
Just take the RT out before the whole team lurks us tonight. So many
We're taking
meds.
some big damage. Connor, you're in 45 res. What are you not medding for?
Oh, he was medic. They had a lot of meds in the ground. But finally, Singularity does do a big hit against Virtual Dejection by taking out those two RTs. And they've been on, how many? 5 RTs right now?
Yeah, they're on 5 RTs right now. They've been on about 4. Probably averaged 4 so far this game. People's finally getting some RT pressure going. Shotguns going as well.
Ops going up. Probably gonna see 1-1 gates pretty soon off of this shotties.
The lurks come to hit Oregon. Some good bites by CHB. That gets cleaned up pretty easily.
Iron does say that RT, but barely. He's gonna get cleared though.
Oh!
What?
Oh, that one health. That biomass. Oh.
Biomass
That's really
and natural
unlucky.
regen. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. You see gates starting research. 1-1 shotties with mines. 2 pressure should be hitting Oregon, Oxy, excuse me, soon.
Marines and X got hyper-focused on the Oxy doorway. They were both looking that way shooting, and the lurk just came in from behind and got a couple of free bites. Iron with another close save for another tick. So if I was the Marines in this situation, I wouldn't keep sending 2 Marines over to Skylights. I would focus almost my entire team over on the right side of the map.
Yeah.
And do 2 pressures up through Gravity and Bay.
Probably get a gravity gate up first, and then just pressure up through Oxy and take that all over it away.
Yeah, ideally, like, you would have 2 people in Gravity building a gate at the same time you're pressuring Waste. And then if they go to crush the Gravity guys, then you just build a Waste gate to stall. Or to take some map positioning, rather. While you go back and get the Gravity gate up. And then you can move this Waste gate anywhere. You can move it up to Oxy, you can move it back to Bay, wherever you need it.
First fade is out in hands of Sui. People is sure to go fade as well. Marines or aliens are on 4 RTs still, which isn't really ideal, but they are getting that gravity gate up finally.
I really hate this Gravity gate positioning. I just feel boxed in this corner. I much
can't
prefer
clear
it
it
on the
from
upper
anywhere.
platform.
Like if it's the middle of gravity, you can clear it like right away as soon as you enter the room.
So you want to build your gates where you can shoot people off the gate if you're coming to save it. And this Gravity gate, like, you can't shoot people off of it coming, like, Skulks can hide behind this little lip if you're coming from inside Gravity. And coming from Oxy, like, you have to come all the way out rather than just being able to stand at this doorway and shoot the gate that's right here.
While this is happening, aliens have taken out EC and supplies gonna go down as well.
We have Marines trying to pressure into the PvE here and Waste. The gate's a little open. All these, they're gonna go for base. But People's already hurt, he can't stay. CHB is already hurt, he can't stay. And Lucho can be pushed off by the single spawner. So this lost the aliens to Crag up in Baywing. And all this Marine pressure on the top right side of the map is going to force the alien expansion over to the EC side.
Cowboy really needs to get in with Iron. They're super separated and can get cleaned up easily now.
Yeah, he was trying to keep the lurk from coming in, but you just really need to be together.
So we communicate, either stay in one room and the other, don't go in both. Both lurks up here against, and the fade against Cookie and Auri.
Some meds. Whole alien team is over here. Peepo. Peepo. So, we're probably going to see the Zonos come out. Marines are only on 2-1. It's a little light tech to fight a Zonos. If they can frag some of these life forms, they'll be okay. Because they'll be able to hold enough res to continue teching out. Ooh, Sui getting really low.
Low fade. Out of shotgun shells, so we got lucky. Marines getting their economy back at least. Capping up through EC. I'd like to see some more oxy pressure here, but you're not going to do it with 2.
These Marines are split again. Iron and Cowboy just can't seem to stay together. Oh,
That
they
should
don't
be a
know.
dead
There's two
fade.
shotties.
That should be a dead fade.
Get him! Pistol! Nice.
Thank you. I would have been sad if you lived. This is what they want here.
Pressure and Oxy.
Take that oxy gate right away. Don't even worry about the RTs. Get the gate up first. That was exactly what they needed. Sorry.
And Shade's almost kicking the lurk out. As soon as this gate is up, they really need to cut this cis chain.
Yep. Cut the cis chain, have a solo guy recap. Maybe another solo guy pushing EC side because they're going to expand there next. Got the armory block up. Not sure if they could fit. Usually they can fit.
Depot kind of low on this base hit. The Marines should be able to fit. I don't.
Yeah, they can fit.
I think a Fade can fit through there as well.
Yeah, you can. It's a big cap.
So Iron Fist is on recap duty with the shotgun. This Onos is pretty close to coming out. Aliens are on 3 RTs. Where's the 3rd RT?
What are you talking about, Golden? Onos don't come out till 68 res.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Big
fight
engagement
here.
here.
Some missed med packs leads
Gate's
to Cookie
gonna
dead.
be in danger though. This Fade is not taking damage somehow. Okay, shoot the Fade. The Fade was in there for a long time and took like 50 damage total.
Where's this 3rd Marine or Alien Harvester? Oh, it's in Oxy. We haven't killed it yet. Jesus Christ.
Iron doing a good job at least clearing assists. He knows what's up.
We're waiting
Moving
to hit
into
this.
Gravity Gate.
Yeah, which is a pretty smart move, but I don't think this system's going to grow in time. If he had been systing this while the Oxy engagement was going on, this probably...
That's the dead gate now. Don't phase them through that. Just keep Oxy. You can always get gravity back easily.
They have to be kind of careful here with this 2 pressure. This 2 pressure can't die. Because if
Oxy's
it dies, they're
wide
probably going to
open.
lose the Oxy gate.
Marines back up to 5 RTs going on to 6. Just get that Oxy gate, their gravity gate back up, and then work on the left side, 'cause you know they're expanding there. I don't know if a hive push is the right choice right now.
I think it's a good idea to keep the aliens occupied. It should keep the higher life forms here, because they don't want to lose their upgrades, while your solo Marines go and pressure other places. But it's also kind of dangerous, because if these 3 Marines die, then you're going to lose the Oxy gate.
Exactly.
But as soon as this Fade shows up elsewhere... Oh, Peepo
nice
missing
shoot by
4 or
Ari.
5 swipes. And
Walker
Ari
Fade.
getting the kill.
He just got greedy. He thought he was lower than he was, and he just tried to walker him.
As I was
That-
saying, the Phage Gravity should send this instant signal to the Marines out here in Transfer. I think it's called Transfer. That they can push the hive. A single lurk, you should be able to push it out even with all shotguns.
You do have one Skulk at 64 res, so like I said, Golden, 68 res Zonos. That is a low lurk. They could pick this lurk, that's huge.
That lurk's dead, and
They
this
can
might
just
be
win.
game.
Stay together. It's like Gorge Egg. Who's gonna spawn in the Gorge Egg?
Narcoweed is going to take the Gorge over to EC and try to build it. Not sure if it's going to build in time.
They just go into base. They do have Bile, but I don't really know what it's going to do here.
Shades
Especially
just
with
spawned.
Shades.
Yeah, he should be able to hold this from a single gorge.
That's game. Singularity was in a pretty bad spot for a while in that game, but they did get their gate network up and came back, and Frag the life forms probably was the biggest thing that helped them win this.
Oh, definitely. The first pick on Sui really kind of was where the game started turning around.
Unless they get wiped by Skulks here.
Even if they do, it's okay. They all have P-Res. They don't have P-Res for more shotties. So Shades and Ari can drop shotties for people. And then
Aaron, reload your fucking rifle, please.
And Benachin's gonna own us.
I don't know, that should have been a game right there that I should have died.
Well, it should still die. Even with them walking in, even with this Onos up, they shouldn't even focus the Onos. Just kill the Hive. Yeah, the Hive dies. Now they can kill the Onos pretty easily. This Onos currently has 0 healing on the field, except for this Crag that's being built behind it.
Shades just needs to delay. That Craig is dying as well.
And the Onos is going to go over to easy to heal.
Hive is up.
He's trying to make the EC Hive a shift hive in order to save all the upgrades and everything, but they all die before the upgrade's done. This should basically be Singularity's game, as long as they don't do something really, really wrong. Like lose both gates simultaneously.
Which is kind of happening.
Yeah.
Get an Organ Gate, or just
Let's
do
get a
something.
Sky Gate. The power's almost done. There's Infestation clearing.
That's...
Shade's missing CHB on a very easy shot.
If they get cleaned up here, this is
They
actually pretty
kill
bad.
the RT. Please kill the RT. Kill the RT. Kill the RT. Kill the RT. It's It's one shotgun shot.
They don't want to kill the RT Golden. That Onos is going to work its way around. They really need to do something
Yeah.
here. Gravity Gate going back up. Nice
Shade's
pick on
getting
the
the
lure.
lurk. Good focus. A lot of players would have turned around and started shooting the Onos, but Shades knew he was going to die. He went for the life form. He knew he could frag. Alright, how do the aliens come back from this? They would... you have to use the Onos to bully the Marines.
I would use the Onos to lock down Oxy and retake Waste.
Oh, Lucho getting cut off. That's not how the aliens come back. You have to keep the life forms alive. I would have used the Onos to kind of bully offload while you get this expansion back up into the north
Onos
side.
is really trapped, and now they know where he is. Completely cut off from the rest of the map with 4 Marines. They're all
And this
blocking
Sky
him.
Gate's gonna go up. I think it's just done for VD.
Well, it should have been done earlier, but Skulk's OP and Hive.
Yeah, that's a bit on us.
Tunnel him, Shades. Shoot him, Shades. Shades.
Thank you. And they're all going in one by one against the shotgunner.
Yeah. Shades holding them off till the whole team gets there and it's gonna move in. Should be game.
And double
Shades
kill.
just killed both Skulks, yeah. Those are always fun to get those. Were you there in that pug when I got that triple? It was pretty funny.
I don't think it was.
They're all super chipped and just all like stacked up for me. It's like, oh, piece of candy.
This is the same mistake that Singularity was making that got them cleared up in Pipeworks. Is they're they keep shooting when they're really low on shells. You want to stay almost full, so if any skulks do spawn and you miss a shot, like you don't die. Whenever you're shooting structures with the shotgun, you want to keep at least 3 shells loaded.
Yep. Unless you're lock clear and you empty all of 6.
And then your teammate dies because you don't have any ammo. CHP with the lurk egg behind the hive. I don't think it's gonna do anything.
Stay in good position and shoot it down.
Aliens only have 1 more egg spawn, maybe a second egg spawn in 6 seconds. Just push in there, guys.
It's okay, Cookie's pistoling down RT in Oregon.
And People's fading again. This is just taking too long. You're letting them get life forms up.
Oh, 1 fade down. Already killed Sui as he was going fade by the RT.
God, if BD came back from this,
I'd be sad. That's a dead fade.
So dead.
Can we just kill the Lurk? Lurk's almost dead. Thank you. Now go end it. Don't get wiped by skulls.
It's too gorgeous healing the hive. Jesus Christ. I really wanted to stay on this. Singularity wins. Singularity 1-0 with some good marine play. It looked a little shaky there at the beginning with the aliens getting the expansion across the top of the map, and then they started to take Oregon as well.
It was definitely close towards the middle. A few more gates lost, and it would have been anyone's game again. But Singularity managed to push them off while fragging a few life forms.
I think if the Onos came up right away at 60 res, it would have been just before the Marines push. Like the Onos would have popped as the Marines were walking in.
The Onos would have been able to save pipe easily.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that would have been a completely different game. Because if they cleared that hive push, that was the Oxy gate gone, and then the Marines have to push up into Oxy again against an Onos. And an Onos can really hold Oxy pretty well, and it can also hold the offload side pretty well, offload in the skylights area.
An Onos without upgrades is like just as good as an Onos with upgrades. I really don't know why people wait.
Yeah, it's only Celerity's what, a 30% movement increase, and the Onos is slow anyways. It's not a great deal.
Play it safe and just proxy aggro Marines and keep them in a room.
Iron Fist not realizing that he moved up and jumped. He had line of sight down the hallway, I guess.
It's Iron silly.
Yeah. He had LOS on the hallway, so it wasn't an interp kill. I'm curious what BD's gonna do on Marine side. I don't know if they'll get mines. Maybe they'll go early upgrades. I like seeing early upgrades out of the Div 1 teams.
As long as you're outblock, early upgrades are fine, but if you do put a lot of investment in it up, so you have to frag life forms, that always won't pay off.
Yeah.
If you go fast ups and you don't frag like the lurks right away, then you're kind of fucked. Or you're in for a rough time at least.
How dare you curse on my stream?
I'm sorry, Golden.
We'll probably see. I don't know what the alien life forms are gonna be. Shades is a lurk, Ari's a lurk, Cowboy's a lurk, Iron's a lurk. Maybe we'll see 3 lurks. We'll see Shades, Ari, and Cowboy lurking, Cookie fading, and Iron Onos.
Was Singularity the team that was doing 3 lurks like
Yeah.
last season?
Yeah, at the very end.
That was against
Mimic.
yeah. Like, if you don't lose those lurks can give you crazy map control, but if you lose those lurks, so you're gonna be in a rough spot for like mid game because you're just gonna get rolled.
It really relies on your skulks to do work, because the lurks biting res makes them very vulnerable. If your skulks aren't doing good scouting and getting good parasites up, then you can really easily lose a lurk to just an unparasited marine.
While we're waiting, I'm gonna go turn on the oven to make some food. Be right back.
Oh yeah, food. Everybody watching, let me know if there's any issues with the stream, with like sound or anything like that. I didn't have time to check sound volumes before we started. Everything's kind of set where I normally stream at, so I was just curious if there's any issues from spectator. Is anything being too loud or too quiet? Oh yeah, Comic Sans. That 3-minute time to set up the backgrounds and overlays. Waiting on virtual detection to ready. Looks like Sui might be AFK. Not all tab though. Just as VD readies, Singularity unreadies. Ready on Singularity to re-ready now?
I'm back. Looks like we haven't started yet.
We have not. You missed virtual dejection readying just as Singularity unreadies.
Oh, that's
And now
unfortunate.
we're waiting on Singularity.
I wonder what these teams do while they're unready. When we play the Euros, we at least know they're on smoke breaks.
It's only snails. Everybody else has to wait for us because we're used to taking long breaks now.
Because skirting snails.
Yeah.
Looks like we are going live.
Alright.
Same spawns as last time. Singularity and Pipeworks, virtual dejection and docking. Different splits from virtual dejection.
Opposite splits.
Yeah, pretty much. 2 go into gravity and 1 repairs supply.
Oh, Skull Crush on pub is terrible, terrible idea. Looks like they're gonna shift over to gravity. We got 5 skulks set up here.
Easy clear.
Only losing 1 skulk to play those 2 marines is pretty good. But there's just 2 natural RTs. Could have gone up.
Going up.
Sui is just really hesitant to build, and he's gonna get crushed now. have a backup marine who didn't come.
Paris is a hard room. Good shooting
Wow.
by Sui. Clear.
That's a really good job.
Paris is so open. Paris is just stupid when skulks are in there waiting for you. Marines are going to be on 5 RTs if these 2 other RTs go up. Probably going to see some pressure. Maybe? No, just route blocking.
Looks like they're just doing like a route blocking to cap type of thing.
Yeah, probably once they have 5, we'll see at least a 2 pressure to Oxy. If this doesn't get cleared up.
Looks like they're pushing the 2 pressure right now.
Oh, see you later, electrical core.
I don't know, EC's pretty open too. But Lucio doesn't have good room positioning. So she goes down. But all of these skulks over here, that's too many. They just walk straight into Oxy. This Oxy RT is gonna die. A free drifter goes down in Bay. That's a dead RT. Missed bites by Ari. Lots and lots of missed bites. Good shooting by Peepo. And they're gonna 2 pressure straight back in.
That's just poor engaging and missing bites. We shouldn't have won that. Or he's gotta wait. No need to take massive chip.
I just wouldn't even chase these Marines. Just go get on res. You don't have anything in Oxy to lose besides a bunch of assists.
That's what they're doing. Maybe kind of a clear gravity, hopefully. Some more missed bites and gravity. Repairs will go
Cookie
down.
got juked a little bit. Who started going to the right and Lucio backed up. This is a Benachin can easily pressure Organ, but he's choosing to just drop block.
Crazy amount of RTs for Marines if these 2 others get built, because repairs is gonna get redropped.
And the aliens should be feeling this push back into Oxy. I don't know why they're not setting up for it.
Only 1 lurk on the field, Hands of Shades.
Cowboys lurking right now.
Oh, I guess so.
Looks
I
like
think
they're
this
gonna go standard 2 lurk.
I would take these 2 lurks and help clear Oxy, and then clear the right side next. Left side's pretty good. Cowboys healing up. I'm guessing they're gonna set up for that next.
Shades is clearing mines in gravity.
Oop, Shades almost get caught.
Oh. I think he tried to make something happen there, but Sue is still fully loaded. Virtual Dejection doing a really good job of maintaining their own res. They've been on pretty much 5 extractors for the last 2 minutes. Alien's not doing a great job clearing res. Even though they've cleared 4 extractors by 5 minutes, Marines have been sitting on 5 and are now on 6.
It's the pressure team that went to Oxy that's really screwing them up. If they would have cleared that, they would have been fine on res, but they've lost like multiple engagements to those
Two
people.
Marines,
Yeah.
THP.
They're gonna lose a whip off of it too. Just group up with your lurks and go clear it. I like how we picked 1. You should be able to clear up CHP.
There we go.
I'll get on res hard on the right side. Actually, at this point, Marines are on 7 RTs. This is getting a little bit silly. Just leave the lurks to defend. Skulks have to fully dedicate to res right now.
really okay to sacrifice an RT at this point. As aliens, like even if the Marines get back into Oxy, you just need to clear all this res and kind of reset them to just their naturals. BD making the right choice and doing single pressure to bounce these lurks back and forth while they try to clear up all the skulks fighting res. I think that's exactly what I would do in this situation.
Finally clearing some of the res now. I'd like to see Singularity expand to waste today, especially now that they got Oxy locked down with whips and stuff. Marines are still on 5 RTs, even though Singularity's been doing pretty good after they got those lurks actually working together. But 5 RTs is still way too much. You can easily upgrade comfortably on 5.
Shotguns are out now, so it's a little bit more dangerous for these lurks. They do need some skulk support to help clear these pushes.
Gates and weapons too are researching.
They should be pretty close to, not close to fades. Still another 2 minutes before fades.
Virtual Dejection's res pressure was really good. They delayed it a lot.
Waste is going up, which will put them back on track, but we're going to see, as soon as this RT is built in Bay, we're going to see a 2 pressure into Oxy with a single pressure into Waste, and that's going to force the aliens to make a decision. Or they're going to collapse for security gate. Or Waste gate.
Not sure. If you do a 3-man pressure and you don't get a gate up and that wipes, it's kind of really bad for you. You need to get some kind of...
Here's a base opening. This is going to be a forced beacon. 2 Marines in EC, 2 Marines, or 3 Marines up in the northeast side of the map.
Station under attack.
It's going to go for Viz.
Yeah, definitely.
And they should just group up and just clear all this res as fast as they can.
Probably almost kills Ari with blowing up the mine spikes. Should easily be able to take out Bay as well.
Really, really bad spot to be in as a lurk. You don't ever want to be trapped in a corner like that.
What happened? I missed it.
Shades was just above the doorway going into gravity from
yeah.
Sui lagging out or something. Not getting any meds. Marines down on 2 RTs. There are 2-1 upgrades, so they're about the point where Singularity was at this stage of the game. But Virtual Dejection on their alien half already had their fades up. Singularity just hitting 40 res.
This
They
could be
could
bad.
take the gate.
Lurk grinding gate is really risky, but looks like it's going to pay off.
What are you talking about? I've never died grinding a gate.
Okay.
Got a pause from Dejection. I think Sui crashed. I will not make this mistake of going into first person. Or third person, rather.
Aren't you still supposed to tell a ref if you need a pause?
You are. You're supposed to ask for a pause.
Silliness. Learn the rules, please.
I don't think there's a problem with this situation, though. The only reason you're supposed to ask for a ref is to avoid combat.
Nothing's going on right now. Just looks like the EC guys are probably going to push Oregon, and the solo guy's going to take out Bay.
I'm going to go to my overlay for the duration of the pause. My small map overlay.
Who did they lose again?
Sui. So even with the Marines hitting that 7 RTs, The aliens did a really good job of clearing all that res in a pretty short amount of time. And
Beacon really screwed up the Marines. That was a really good call.
yeah, definitely. And I think the Marine commander, Narcoweed, probably over-teched a little bit, expecting to maintain the amount of nodes that they had before. And that kind of put them on too low a res to recap very easily. We're going back.
Yep. Doing the right thing, clearing the solo guy in Bay. They're gonna be able to recap that right away if they clear him.
Oh,
Oh,
Cowboy! That was a miscommunication between him and Shades. Shades went back through the vent while Cowboy came up, expecting Shades to be there spiking.
Fades are out now though, so I think they're in alright position. Oh, and he's at 1 HP.
Oh no,
what the
Shades!
hell?
And here comes Ari, that should be clear.
Let's take out the res, don't worry about the power.
I would actually clear this power, because that forces them to do an EC gate, or spend the extra time building the power node. There's not really anything else for that Lark to do at just that moment.
Fades are getting really low.
Marines with a 2-2-1 split. It looks like they're going to be looking to get a gate up. Shades just can't seem to hit the Marine. This is an even worse gravity gate. What the hell? Why would you put it there?
They like hidden corner gates, Golden.
I guess if you want to save the 2 seconds or 1 second when you want to pressure Bay, but I don't see a reason to ever have this gate. At least put it on the other side of the wall. Iron Fist getting through to hit repairs node. Aliens or Marines on 3 RTs against the aliens. It's gonna stay 5, I guess, because EC will go up.
He's moving some Craig and some whips around. He's gonna completely block off gravity. It's just a smart move, especially with that gravity gate if they can hold it. And they're gonna try to get a Bay gate with 3 Marines up there. That should go up as well.
Yeah, this will force the aliens to take EC as their hive instead of waste. I guess you could still try to force waste, but it's kind of an iffy prospect. You can arc from the stairs here. Big hit on gravity. Cookie getting really low, he can't stay.
Cookie almost died.
Almost died in the mine. This does look like a lost gate. Benachun coming in from gravity to see if he can damage anything. They're going straight for the Bay gate. I don't know about this.
Nope.
Just get out of there. Maori going down.
That was silly. But we are about a minute off from Onos. Granted, Iron actually goes Onos in the right time.
I think he will. I think I've yelled at Singularity about it enough. Takes them massive damage. BD's doing some work on these fades. This is fade, I guess, now. Trying to get the gravity gate back up. Shades is here to try to stop him. It's 1 pick. Should be able to get this other pick. No, just get out of there, it's not worth it. Cowboy has relurks, so they're back up on 2 lurks. The EC hive is going. It'll go up in probably 2 minutes.
Gravity gate should go back up as well, unless Lucho loses this fight, which he does.
2.5 minutes for the hive. CHB all alone. Get hit by whips.
And Wild.
Dead. It's dead Marine. If the aliens can guard the shoddy, that'll actually be a pretty big win. If you check out the P-Res, only 2 people can purchase shotguns right now.
Well, pretty close to at least one shotgun refresh, but that should be a dead gate as well, even if they pulled out 1 Marine back. Just don't be stupid. Have a lurk look. Cowboy. You could have easily killed Cowboy there. It was not paying attention at all.
I think he was just around the corner.
Was he? It looked weird.
Yeah, there's like a pillar here. I think he was hiding.
Oh, now that I see that, yeah.
Lucho almost has the Oxygate up though. It does go up. Oh, and Cowboy's dead. 4 Marines and Oxy. It's going to be a little hard to clear out. Iron is going Onos though. Just wait for this Onos to go in there.
Was the phase delay even working there? Because that was a lot of Marines
I
instantly.
still don't think the phase delay works.
Dragon, please fix.
Everybody tells me it's working, but I don't think so.
That did not look like it worked.
They're just gonna let them have Oxy? What the hell? You have an Onos. Why are you trying to force base instead of clearing Oxy? I guess Iron's gonna go around, maybe, and hit Oxy?
Probably knows that they're gonna reblock it, or that they already did. Looks like they're waiting here in gravity for a hit from behind.
Oh, and there they go. It
Looks
looks like it's gonna be a dead gate.
Vaporizing CHB.
I'm not even sure that armory blocks the Onos.
Nope, it doesn't.
Oh, he killed it before he went through. I think he could have just walked through. Iron
Very
blowing
nice.
up the mine and killing Ari.
What was Ari?
It was a skulk.
Oh.
Peepo trying to do something in EC, but all he's doing is delaying the hive. Oh, the
Ring's
hive's
still-
already up. It's not
Yeah,
doing
Hive's
anything.
been up. Ring's still on 5 RTs. All the 3 RTs on the right side are built.
And it's really just the Onos to clear res. I guess, well, Cowboy just died, so Cowboy... Oh, Shades died too. Where did Shades die?
I missed it as well.
Schwa is such a better caster than me. But Shades relurks. Lurk upgrades, it's almost done. They're on 4 biomass, so Umbra will be available. And they
Hey,
can just
Umbra.
go around and kill everything with the Onos.
Gorge upgrade's going as well. Shades, don't do that.
Shades, you just need to stay alive. You need to be an Umbra bot, not a bite machine. Oh, Cookie. No, Iron, don't do it.
Lurk upgrades are done, so should be pretty much easy mode from here on out.
Iron has his Gorge buddy.
Still though, you're putting yourself in kind of dangerous spot.
With the Umbra, I think it's okay, as long as a Lurk is nearby. If you can force a fight against like 3 Marines. An Arc Factory going down. I don't think turrets are going to do anything. VD doesn't even know.
They want arcs.
Oh, Arc Factory.
What are
Literally
they
an Arc
gonna
Factory. I don't know.
Arc Oxy? But Oxy's like, it's nothing else in Oxy.
Shades, what are you doing? You need to be with the Onos, man. The Onos just took all this damage because you weren't here.
He comes back after you say that.
Just get on the gate, man.
Look at that almost health just not moving. Umbra's so strong.
Cowboy!
Keep your gorge alive.
Alright, you don't need to chase that. That should be Cookie chasing. I think VD has to know this is game, but they're probably going to fight it out anyway. Like they did on Aliens. Cowboy. Or Cookie, rather.
No more PRs for shotguns. They have 2 shotguns on the field, with only 1 person able to resupply a shotgun. Couldn't get this grab gate back, maybe.
I don't think that's gonna happen. No, it
Unless
shouldn't happen.
they let it happen. Almost is still way up here and Oxy is chilling.
Just get out, Cookie. You don't need to fight that until the Onus is there. Something I see fades at all levels do, like even Premier fades do it. The Onus is almost there and the fades go in. It's like, just let the Onos take some of the damage.
And my food's done, I'll be right back, but I think this is pretty close to game.
They're just gonna go for space. Cookie taking a bunch of mines, almost going down. He's gonna have to back out. Iron Fist is gonna come in. Ari gets 2 picks. That should be game. This gate's about to go up in gravity, so we're gonna have 2 Marines phasing back. I think it's gonna be too late. The comp's already out. No med packs. Bile going on everything. 1 IP goes down. The gate goes down. There's only 3 Marines left. Shade's still full health. Cookie's at 3/4. Iron's getting kind of low, but it doesn't really matter. And that's game. Singularity up 2-0 at the end of the first map, Zombie. We'll be going to Biodome next.
Command station taking damage.
Iron Fist wants to be an egg in the ready room. Doesn't quite time it right. I think we'll be switching servers as well to a US server. I hope not US East, because that server gives me nightmares.
Sous l'océan, sous l'océan.
Yeah, I don't need to hear Pipo singing. So I'm going to go to a full screen overlay while we wait to join the other server. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Alright, switch servers to a US server. As you can see by my 100 ping. We're on Biodome. I like Biodome. I think it's one of my favorite maps.
I like Biodome a lot as well, except the games that go like into like a deadlock and last an hour.
Yeah, it's kind of easy to get in that situation. Hydro and Atmosphere can both be kind of hard to push.
Can you still arc Hydro from the edge of the seating analysis area? Oh, you could at one point.
You can't arc the Hive. No. You can arc AgriLab from Bridge.
Yeah, I remember that. That's annoying.
And you can arc... I don't think you can hit the Hive for Bridge.
You can. Not from bridge, but that little like area where you can't jump up the wall. Well, you can, but
What? What area?
you talking about falls? What are you talking about?
Hydro.
Oh,
I know you can hit arc falls from
no,
Alley.
Yeah.
And you can arc falls from under this vent that shouldn't show up in Commander view.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
how
what I was
is
talking
this
about.
Freaking impossible. No wonder Grissie couldn't met us. Gotta like look at it from AgriLabs.
Yeah, that you shouldn't be able to see that then. At least in the commander view, you shouldn't.
I think it's fixed in the NSL version. I don't know why we don't play on the NSL version still.
Because Mendes should.
Yeah, but there's actual map fixes. Like, I'm not sure that that fades can fit in the alley vent on the live version.
Nope, not yet.
Which is why we should still be playing on the NSL versions. And I think this Commander, this vent doesn't show up on Commander view in the live version. Or in the NSL version. Here we go in 10 seconds. Instagorge.
Instagorge. Really aggressive hydro take right off the bat. Probably a tunnel to hydro.
Yes. That looks like it's what it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Which means the skulks are gonna wait to this side of the map. To the east side. Oh, that's a dead RT.
Seeding's a really hard room to engage. So I'm surprised they actually won that.
Well, it was 3v1, so it's not surprising they took the Marine out. If the Marine's not absolutely ready for it, the aliens can get pretty close before he hits LOS. Oh, Shades, what are you doing? Shades and Arya getting out of line of sight, and Shades getting taken out. Cowboy and Iron taking out, I don't know who it was, probably Peepo on the other side. I'm not sure I like Ari going to Filtration. I mean, it's gonna work out fine, because they have Iron coming back. 3 skulks and falls. They know about iron because he's parasited. Looks like one's splitting off to join Lucho to fight Ari.
Ari?
Doesn't know there's a skulk behind him. Oh, Benechan getting taken out. Sui's coming out and to try to take out Cookie. But it's a 2v2.
Is Benetron the gorge, right?
Yeah. It's okay to lose the gorge there because the tunnel's already up and all the stuff's already grown. But if you can avoid it, then it's pretty handy to have the gorge for the first like 2 or 3 minutes until lurks are out.
Marines are going to be at 5 RTs though, so I think it might have been beneficial to lose it right now.
Kind of surprised Agri hasn't been dropped yet. I guess they're trying to make sure they don't lose Hydro, and they don't want to drop it without securing something.
I think just knowing where the Marines are.
Cowboy, 1 more bullet. That's unfortunate. 3 Marines down, no second IP. It just got dropped. Kane should get out and build it while these Marines back up into seating. Having Marines in the queue for that long means that the platform and Falls RTs are both going to die. And if these 2 Marines get cleaned up here in analysis, that'll lose all map positioning. I just wouldn't even push Hydro. Just screw Hydro, go to Agri instead.
Especially when you're losing seating.
Yeah, seating's already dead. They can't even save it even if they run back.
But now they're going to get 4 crushed. Or not. Mine's overpowered.
So that was a smart move by VD, just going after the res. They knew that the Marines weren't going to be able to push into Hydro. And you have to make sure you get naturals down whenever possible.
Naturals are really hard in this map to take.
Both lurks are up, Lucho and CHB. I have a 2 pressure here into Agri Labs that the aliens know about. It's gonna be a 3 pressure. Cookie, what? Did you not call that lurk? What the hell?
He just failed to jump and gave up.
No, the lurk came in as 2 Marines were emptying on assist, and Cookie knew about it. Cookie saw the lurk. That is really unfortunate. You lost a 2 pressure to just not calling something, and that's not something that you want to happen.
And a node. But yeah.
So with these Hydro whips like this, I just wouldn't even pressure that until you can afford to send 3 Marines there. And I would focus on maintaining falls and pressuring Agri infiltration. Oh, Lucho really low. Cookie can cut it. Doesn't quite cut there in time. Again, poor communication. Aliens on 4 RTs, Marines on 4 RTs.
Cookie sees that they're not holding enough map right now. He's getting gates a little bit earlier than he normally does.
2 Marines just out of line of sight, and it ended up being like a 1v1 and then a 1v2 lurks instead of
Again,
a 2v3.
Again, Paul is splitting.
These are like really, I don't want to say simple mistakes, but they're I don't know. They're kind of simple. You're leaving LOS. You're not calling the things that you see, and it's costing Singularity the game. Platform's power is out. If Cookie doesn't have a welder, then he's not going to be able to get the power out. They're going to go for a Falls Gate here. But they're not going to be able to get it up with only 2 Marines. Aliens have been sitting on 4. Fades are almost out. They'll be up in less than a minute. Ari getting a lurk kill and almost getting the second lurk.
They'll need to frag these fades relatively quick if they want to stay in this game, though. They're really far behind tech-wise.
Yeah, I'm getting some FPS chop here. For this engagement, I'll have to adjust some graphic settings. 3 Marines in the room, 1 more Marine nearby. They should be able to get this Falls Gate up pretty safely. Lucho going down as well. Ari grabbing both fades. Really clutch play.
Lurks?
Or lurks, rather. So at this point, I would get shotguns and just give your entire team shotguns. You don't need LMGs anymore because you don't need to be able to push fades off from far away. Let me adjust these. That should fix it. 3 push into Agri with 2 people on platform. Your gate is wide open. Cookie realizes this. He's coming back, but he's not going to be able to push off the fade and the 2 skulks. Agri needs to pull right now or they lose the gate.
They're going to clean
That
up
gate's
since
already
that gate's
down.
gone. Just lost a lot of map
Just
control.
kill the RT. No, why are you coming back? The gate was already gone. They had to do something. They should have just killed the RT.
That's a big win for Virtual Dejection.
Indeed.
Cleared all map control.
And as long as these fades don't get grabbed or fragged, I think this game's pretty over. 2 fades coming here to contest the gate in West Route. Tipo at half health already needs to get out. The other fade is nowhere to be found. Here he comes. There's getting an upgrade. But People really can't fight here. Luckily, they don't focus on the second fade. Cookie won in 1v2. In Falls.
Yeah, I think so.
And they're gonna collapse on this gate. Hydro Hive is being built. It's at 42%. Grown. So it'll be up in about a minute and a half, I guess? Yeah, a minute and a half.
They're up though. They clear those other 2, that's a lot of shotguns down too.
They can push these fades off and recap the shotties. It's just the communication again. Cookie continued to build the power when the engagement started. Marine's gonna go down to 4 RTs. We'll stay at about 4 because they can build falls. And they're pushing for the second gate. They better not leave the Falls Gate open again because if they lose it again, Alien's just all over the RTs. Canopy's down. Seating's down. Falls isn't built yet. Marines are on 1. Oh, excuse me. Sui taking 2 meat shots. No follow-up. Poopy. Peepo. Cleaning up. Really need this Falls RT built, guys. Cookie and Shades pushing to recap those shotguns.
Not lost an extractor yet. That's it's really good
Falls
defense, or
just got built.
oh, so they're back on 3.
Yeah, and they're waiting to build seating. But the left falls open again.
Pressure in the filtration, hopefully to get a gate rather than just the RTE, but Falls will die here. They need to do something up there. Won't have the res to even build a gate if they want.
Nope.
I'm done eating now so I can actually talk.
They have to win this fight. Western. They have to win it.
It's gonna be a hard fight to win.
Looks like they're
it's
not
not happening.
Pretty sure the server's dying because the server is not very good. Narcoweed just spamming enzyme because res doesn't matter at this point. Marines only on 1-1 at 13 minutes. The Onos is about to come up. Oh, they had a gorge. They're not going to have an Onos for a little while.
People are getting really low on that engagement, but saving grace for the Marine team right now is going to frag these fades and maybe the lurk before the Unos comes up.
It's the only way they're going to be able to come back. Lucho's almost at fade res as well.
Just manner dropping Falls RT.
I mean, why not?
Or he's just chilling back there.
We're going to expand into seating here too in a second.
Or he gets spotted by Sui. Unless they can frag Lifeforms like in the next 2 engagements, I think this is over. They got the Umbra, they have full shells, full spurs. Almost in 10 res, which is like a minute on their res. Like a minute and a half.
Yeah. This could be a base push. Need the Skulks to stay alive to do structure damage. They're looking for the obs. The obs will die before the beacon can go up. And alert can clear the mines. Phase gate going up in alley.
Kill something. Ah. Even with that alley gate, aliens can just constantly keep hitting base again.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna do a whole lot. And seating's gonna go down, and canopy's gonna go down. Falls isn't gonna go down. This is just bad all over the place for the Marines. Shade's taking a really long time to kill this RT when fighting's going on everywhere else on the map. You can be pretty safe about just killing it. Peepo with like 100 health.
You know
Going
what?
in on a
Can't get
shotgunner.
You can't get in. Cookie? Cookie?
Shades turn around? Wow.
What?
Wow, how do you miss that shot?
Shades.
You're standing here looking at the doorway. Like, you just fire in the middle of the doorway and you kill the fade. I don't understand.
I'm kind of sad.
Penachan is going Onos. I think with upgrade. I'm pretty sure it's with upgrade, right?
No, it's not. Lucho is 5 res away from Onos as well.
Yeah. Less than a minute. Or at a minute. Penachan sneaky Onos. Infiltration.
There's no such thing as a sneaky Onos golden.
The ground still shakes, but you can't hear him. And
that's a dead gate.
gate.
And that's probably gonna see a GG call here. There it is.
Singularity dominating the first couple of minutes, but as soon as those lurks came up and they lost a couple of engagements.
I think Singularity did a little too much bashing their heads against Hydro in the beginning.
Oh, definitely.
Like, they had good capping on the left side, and then, like, one Skulk took that all out after they kept pushing Hydro.
You need to get to, like, this analysis doorway and just see all that crap in there and be like, well, fuck this.
Exactly.
Maybe have one Marine there, just keep banging his head against it to keep Skulks keep the Skulks coming back, while everybody else pressures Agri and Filtration.
Either that, or you have to actually run, just sprint past the whips into Hydro, try to kill the Crag in the tunnel. That'll do a lot more damage than just sitting there shooting the whips.
Yeah. The other thing that really hurt Singularity was losing 3 Marines at the same time with only 1 IP. If Kane had gotten out to build the second IP, the third guy would have spawned at the same time as the second guy. But instead what happened is the first spawner spawned and built the IP, and by the time he finished building the IP, the second guy already spawned, so the third guy was just in the spawn queue. It was like you only had 1 IP the entire time. It's little things like that that make you lose map control early on.
I want to go to PP. Sous l'océan. Sous l'océan.
Anyway.
Waiting for the ready ups. I get like 30 FPS from Spectator and Canopy.
Where? Canopy?
Yeah. But I have my graphics turned up.
I have 90 FPS. Apparently I get 90. A free looking Canopy. How low does it go? Super free specking. And it goes up to like
130.
150 for me.
110 at max graphics.
You have like dynamic infestation on and stuff.
No, not rich.
You have like atmospherics and bloom and all that fun stuff.
Atmospheric and bloom are not on. I had ambient occlusion max, but I turned it down for this map.
You don't like fogginess, Golden?
No. No, I do not.
All you really need is particle quality and texture quality on high and you're set to go.
Not for casting. Need lights at max quality.
Oh, well, yeah, that too.
Forgot to go back to my overlay at the end of the round.
Oh,
Squad is
sweet.
better than me.
I'm staring at Bamboo Pass. I get 66 FPS in the spot. I think I'm loading platform, part of Canopy, part of Falls, and Bamboo.
Yeah, that's where I was getting 30.
Super good FPS.
Waiting, waiting, waiting.
Yep.
I guess stats aren't on the server. Just gonna check stats. But nope. Waiting on virtual dejection now.
I don't think very many servers have stats anymore. Just because Chad just tells you what your shit is. It reminds you how bad you are every time you die.
It's totally
I think
what it
there
is.
was the other day when we were scrimming. I don't know who we were scrimming. It was when we were mixing against IM. I was like pre-firing this lurk that was just spiking from a mile away. I think when I died, I had like a 6% accuracy for that life. It was pretty cool.
Come on, virtual dejection. It's like 2 in the morning there. 2:30 in the morning. Not 2:30, 1:30 in the morning.
It's like your dinner time.
What math? Yes, it is my dinner time in the morning there. Give him a little nudge. One, two, virtual dejection versus Singularity. I think virtual dejection can bring it back and tie this up. It is a regular season match, so it's just 4 rounds. There's no best of. It certainly looked like VD had been practicing this map a lot more than they had Zombie.
I think so.
Almost everything seemed a lot more fluid. Singularity, on the other hand, seems to have practiced Biodome less.
What are our next match on?
Our next match is against Sonoman on Zombie Biodome.
Sana and Jambi. Let's go virtual dejection. Ready up.
Everybody should check out the proposed balance mod changes. I'm sure somebody in chat will link it. Saffron, if you could. I think they're pretty good.
I like them. We'll just have to watch really how the fade, if like the fade ball comes back at all. But I don't think it really will. Or you should be able to punish it pretty hard if the people try it.
I think something else that we should put in there is to, on the Skulk innate regen, or innate regen period should not be every second. It should be like the same rate, but have it tick every 2 seconds. And you'll see a lot less skulks living with 1 health on 1 biomass.
Or just don't give them innate regen in combat. I don't really know how you would work that.
I think that in combat, out of combat stuff just doesn't work very well.
Because you regen in combat with regen as well.
Yeah, which I think is fine. Just having it having stuff happen in combat and then different stuff happen out of combat just brings some inconsistency that I don't think we really need in the game. Let's go, guys. I have hungry.
I'm tapped out. Let me know when it starts.
Oh, I hate you.
Seeing if there's anything new and bounce chat. A 100 messages. God damn it.
Oh, from this morning? It was almost all just Dragon and Mendes talking about coding.
Yeah, you sir are correct.
What are we waiting on?
Don't know.
Finally. Here we go.
Alright. Bet you I'll tell you what spawns there are.
Oh yeah? I bet you can't guess.
Not me right, I'm bad. See if Singularity can hold their lead. Singularity going for
Armory.
kind of. They all seem to be going to the falls area. Maybe a seeding crush?
Double drifter to build a whip. It's kind of an outdated strategy with the new PvE costs. Oh, Iron should have just gone for the parasited marine. But it worked out anyways. Oh, and they're getting a seeding RT too. Maybe. That's a pretty good crush by Singularity. Lito and Benachon pushing here into Bamboo Pass.
Should be able to save seeding, but he's taking his time, so it'll die.
Oh, what cookie you pulled off.
So I'm gonna get the para.
Yeah, you could have killed the RT pretty easily. 3 skulks set up here. They should just go on this marine.
You can get to that marine, like, at least to the last pillar really easily without taking damage.
Just up on the ceiling. Instead they all came in low and took damage.
I would have ignored the black guy and just double munched down canopy, but
Oh, definitely.
Shades really wants this kill in platform. Gets the para. Very nice.
But seating's not down, canopy's not down. Seating actually got welded up to full.
Cookie missing 3 bites.
We have mines on the power in Falls, and a mine on the RT as well.
It worked out. A little bit sloppy, but that worked. They do need to get to those naturals somehow.
Which they've just missed their opportunities. They had an opportunity to kill seeding. They had an opportunity to kill canopy.
Just let them cap Hydro and Plat and kill the naturals. The naturals are so much harder to kill. There are 3 skulks over here in Plat just doing nothing.
Like we said before, you really have to take every opportunity that you can to kill the naturals on this map. They're the only way for Marines to reinforce, so they get cleared really often. And if every Marine that has a welder just like welds it a little bit as he runs by, those go back to up to full like in 2 or 3 respawns.
Some works popping next few seconds.
Desisted in Agri Labs. That's a pretty nifty crag location. It's gonna be pretty hard to shoot.
They did get Plat power down, with Lucho finishing off the engagement.
Hydro should die. Never mind. Oh, why didn't you just leave the crag back there? That was a really cool spot.
Where was the Craig?
Behind the specimen containers, or whatever it is. By the vent.
Oh, yeah. It's a good spot, just forces Marines to be in a really goofy position to actually shoot it.
Yeah, Shade's really
Shade's
low in this
really
fight.
low.
Jesus Christ. He gets out.
Language.
Jesus. Freestyle.
Just kidding. This is the same thing that happened to Singularity last time. They just have trouble clearing pressure sometimes, and then the Marines cap the entire map while they're regrouping.
This crag is dead.
Okay, you have a full team here. Just kill them. Both are sitting low.
Thank you.
Marine's gonna be on 6 RTs once they build falls.
VD is in a really good spot here. As long as they don't over invest in research, they have to keep some money in the bank just to be able to recap very quickly.
And there's a fresh Crag and a Drifter here. Choosing not to shoot the Crag. Crag's gonna finish, which it did.
And that RT is going to be up to full as long as they can clear this Marine. It's a pretty easy clearing.
Need to pick a side. Identify there's 2 guys in falls, clear seating. Then you can come back and clear Agri again.
I wouldn't really push these 2 to Agri again. I would push them to Filtration instead and have the second group that's coming through go to Agri.
They do have a guy up to Filtration right now. I don't know if you want to 3 pressure that. This Lurk can get caught. I don't think he knows he's coming though. No, Bicho doesn't.
Seeding finally goes down. Cowboy getting really low. Just get out of there, man.
Shades, you were gonna be healed. Why'd you leave?
Iron could have just chomped on falls with Ari, and they might have gotten the RT in. Instead he goes to try to clear 2 Marines by himself.
Shades gets ripped.
Straight lined into 2 Marines, what do you expect?
Okay, Gold, I'm the world's worst Lurk. I don't know how to do it.
You just turn every once in a while. Kane moving this Crag around keeps it alive long enough for Ari to come. The RT is not going to take any damage. Jonathan is working on Hydro, slowly but surely. These teams are pretty even at this point. Yeah, Fade's going to be out in about a minute. 1-1's done. Shotguns are probably going to start it next. Actually, they're building the ops, so probably Phase Tech. Or both at the same time because there's 50 res. There goes weapons too. I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, roles are like reversed now. I mean, Hydra was the first RT that virtual dejection killed. So Singularity was sitting on a lot of res for a long time, allowing them to get these life forms out quick. We'll see fades in a minute.
Trying to catch every engagement is kind of hard. So 2 skulks in base. Commander is dead, but Sui cleans it up, so they're not going to lose anything. Just lose some med support for about 15 seconds.
They did clear out the mines with skulks, so there's only 2 mines left, it looks like. So 1 IP is completely open if they can find the opportunity to go base again.
Shade's heard the meds drop, so he knows exactly where people is. Some pretty good dodging, but not very good fighting. Cowboy comes in and cleans it up. Fades are up. Cookie and Ari. Ari just missing swipes makes him take a lot of damage. Shades can't kill the 1 Marine, calls for help. Ari and Cowboy come to clean it up.
Once Hydra goes down, they're probably going to drop that instantly. I would say Singularity's next goal will be to take falls. If they do that, they solidify the win, but virtual dejections has to get a gate up in falls, which is they're trying to do, and clear a side. I would take filtration side since they know Agri's PvE'd up ready. If this gate even goes up.
I would take filtration side just because built side is so much better for
That
Marines.
gate is at like 98% though.
Still might go up.
It goes up.
And those life forms need to get out of there. I'm really surprised we haven't seen shotgun research yet.
Especially since no life forms have died. This is kind of like the example I was talking about earlier. When you go fast ups, but you don't frag life forms, you get in this kind of bad situation.
What are we pausing for?
A little too much talking on Singularity's part.
I mean, they have a point. The rules clearly state that you're supposed to ask the admin for the pause. I'm gonna take this opportunity to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Not allowed to. Looks like virtual dejection is gonna get a sub.
I'm not sure if that's allowed.
What is?
Subbing in the middle of a match or around.
If someone crashes out, I don't really see a problem in it. But yeah, I don't know what the rules are. All I hear is the mine ringing no matter where I go on the map. It's pretty cool.
More waiting.
I only have about 2 minutes left to get the guy back. Oh, there it is. I call it.
All VD really has to do is to kill life forms. And all Singularity really has to do is not lose life forms.
Not lose life forms and keep their naturals down.
Yeah, they really need to focus on keeping seeding down at the very least. Canopy can be really hard to get in and out of because you can get pinched really quickly from the false gate.
Yeah, all skulks can get in, they don't care. Honey badger skulks.
Trapped in the corner.
And Iron's at 47 res, so he'll probably get his Zonos up around 13 minutes.
2.5 minutes. They'll start. Or could start.
Does the game unpause after their time's up?
Yep. Wow, that BM.
He's already loading in. I don't see the need for a second pause.
Some people have 2-minute load times.
Or if you're Hyvo, you have 15-minute load times.
Yeah.
If Hyvo ever crashes, I am gonna have to use all their pauses just to get them back in. Why does it say they have 2 pauses remaining?
It's just the way Dragon coded it. Because there's no way to maintain the pause counter between rounds.
Oh, okay. How many pauses? 2 pauses are allowed per game? Or per match, per se?
Not sure on the rules. Oh, all this waiting. It's a long load time.
Could be worse. Could be just never-ending games, like that one cast.
Oh, Jesus. Work in progress versus...
I don't even remember.
an Australian team.
Was it AUS?
No. Envy?
Ah, yeah.
I think it was Envy. Alright, folks, here we go.
Is that unpausing now?
It's unpaused already.
Oh, great.
You're welcome for notifying you.
I couldn't stand the bug mind ringing.
Singularity making a really good focus on taking seating out.
They're gonna try to take and hold it.
While BD is pushing for this westward gate before they hit any RTs. I think that's a smart move. You really want a second gate to try to take the map, but it's gonna leave you open to be hit at falls if Singularity recognizes it, which
Polarcal spotted here.
Polar's about to spot.
They seem to get it and clear it out before it goes up.
Yeah, that gate's not coming out. Well, it might. We have 2 more Marines pushing. And still 2 more Marines pushing. Hydro Hive is dropped. There's no Drifter on it yet. The Drifter just popped for it. And we have a Skulk going through the canopy.
Cowboy is in danger. Cowboy down. Kind of streaming these Marines in one by one now. They're not going to do anything off of that.
Yeah.
Shade's almost dying as well. Aliens took seating. And the canopy's about to go down as well. Stay on it, Iron. Silly, silly Iron.
It's really less important that a Skulk stays alive at this point than it is to actually kill the RT.
Gate is up. Already has whips on it though, so it's really dangerous for
Both
lurks to be in.
really low. But there's a crag right there, so you don't really have to leave.
That's silly whip. See
It's
that?
not doing damage, is it?
No. The bile thing stuck to it. It's kind of flailing around. Marine sitting back up on 4 RTs. Still no shotguns. But they are killing life forms. That fade.
They're hurting life forms, they're not killing life forms.
They killed some lurks already, but that was it.
They killed 1 lurk, they killed Cowboy earlier. And we're at Onos res. Onos is up.
And that should be gate.
Intent was the other team. It wasn't MV, it was Intent.
Oh, did someone message you?
The chat finally caught up.
The official Joshy Golden BM cast of the century.
There is 1 Marine in Hydro, but I don't know, he might get the Hive. Nobody's coming. Here's finally somebody's coming. Cookie's on his way. He's waiting for the alert, just not taking any risks. I think that's a pretty smart play.
The Hive had half health, it was fine. They did get that black gate up though. I don't think aliens know quite yet. Now they do. For whatever reason, I was just thinking about back when you couldn't build phase gates and infestation. Don't know why I thought of that, but
Because there's infestation everywhere.
yeah, you had to like kill Sis and wait for it to disappear before you could build a gate.
They don't even need to kill this gate at this point. It's actually probably better if they don't. Just grind it.
They recycled it.
Yeah, they recycled it. This is pretty much game. They
It's
just
game.
need to be a little bit patient and wait till Umbra's done, which it's done. Never mind, they can just go.
Shotguns are done, Golden.
Finally. GG.
Hey, it has a GG called. So Singularity does take it 3-1.
The opposite of my prediction. I was expecting VD to win 3-1.
Golden prediction, worst prediction.
Command
Well, it's
station
hard to
under
judge these
attack.
teams because they never play.
A little of that too, and a lot of things could go either way.
Yeah, it really depends on how everybody's playing that day.
That's about it.
Yep, Singularity 3-1 over Virtual Dejection. I don't have any more casts scheduled yet. I'll probably try to find one for this weekend. Otherwise,